I'm going to preview the Baylor at Iowa State Women's volleyball game, which will be played October 29th at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. Of course, it will be live stats as well, and I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all that stuff. And this is before like the rankings come out. I expect Baylor to be ranked, especially when they beat number 17 BYU and come back fast in 3 sets to 2. And I'll go over the scores real fast. 25-15, 22-25, 21-25, 25-16, and 15-8. Thus, Baylor is 12-6 on the year. Overall, 7-3 in the Big 12. Iowa State would probably just be like a receiving votes team, if anything else. And they did lose the last game to Colorado, but that was understandable because Colorado's ranked. And it was on the road at that. It was 3 sets to 1. 22-25, 23-25, 25-16, 23-25. So they did hang tough with them. And I'll put the stats for Iowa State in the description below, as well as the roster, so y'all could see it and say, hey, this player is this player. And that Iowa State's clearly a better team than a year ago. They're 16-4 overall, 6-3 in the Big 12. So what are some players to keep an eye on for Iowa State? And the first one is Pam McCoon, and I do not know the injury stats for Iowa State going in this game, and I don't know, obviously, for Baylor, and I don't think Baylor is banged up for the game. I don't think so. Pam McCoon is number 1, 6 foot, middle blocker that is a junior. 121 kills on 267 attempts with 28 attacking errors with 2 assists, 1 service ace, 2 service errors, 10 digs, 46 blocks, 8 of those solos, 6 blocking errors, and 1 ball handling error. The next player to keep an eye on is Morgan Brandt, number 2. A 6 foot setter that is a senior. 50 kills on 123 attempts with 13 attacking errors, 731 assists, 15 service aces, 35 service errors, which is the second most on the team, by the way. 142 digs, 18 blocks, 0 solo, and 2 blocking errors. There's Tierney Jackson, number 3, a 6'4" middle blocker that's a senior. 137 kills on 270 attempts with 37 attacking errors with 5 assists, 12 service aces, 14 service errors, 35 digs, 41 blocks, 6 of those solo, and 8 blocking errors. Might as well go to Maya Duckworth, number 5. A 5'8" outside hitter that is a senior. 160 kills on 415 attempts with 50 attacking errors, with 5 assists, 9 service aces, 4 service errors, 73 receiving errors, 76 digs, 32 blocks, 4 of those solo, and 5 blocking errors. I might as well go Annalise Grant, number 7, just in case she does play. A 5'4" libero / defensive specialist that is a freshman. No kills on 1 attempt with 6 assists, 1 service ace, 6 service errors, 4 receiving errors, 23 digs. That's it. There's Rachel Van Gorp, number 10, as 5'9" libero that is a sophomore. 1 kill on 9 attempts, 77 digs, 25 service aces, which is the most on the team, 18 service errors, 6 receiving errors, 341 digs, which is most on the team, and that's it. There's Lily Wachholz, Wachholz. Apologize if I butchered that. A 6'2" right side hitter, aka like an opposite. That's a junior. 90 kills on 224 attempts with 45 attacking errors, 3 assists, 6 service aces, 10 service errors, 25 digs, 7 blocks, 2 of those solo, 3 blocking errors. There's Ava Martin, number 17, a 5'10" setter as a sophomore. No kills on 4 attempts with 1 attacking error, 128 assists, 10 service aces, 17 service errors, 55 digs, 2 blocking errors. That's really it. Okay, I'm going to just go over these next 2 players. I actually skip down a little bit here. Yeah, I might as well just go over the next 2 players. Anna Marie Hendricks Walker, number 18. A 6'2" middle blocker that is a redshirt senior. 76 kills on 145 attempts with 22 attacking errors, 3 service errors, 4 digs, 22 blocks, 1 of those solo, 1 blocking error. There's Faith Durand, number 19. A 5'11" outside hitter / opposite, aka right side hitter. That is a senior. 31 kills on 82 attempts with 14 attacking errors, 5 assists, no service aces, 3 service errors, 3 receiving errors, 32 digs. That's it. There's Naili Tia Nayelia number 20. A 5'11" outside hitter as a junior. 111 kills on 326 attempts with 63 attacking errors, 5 assists, 9 service aces, 13 service errors, 25 receiving errors, which is the most on the team, 115 digs, 12 blocks, 2 solo, and 6 blocking errors. There's Paula Kurzslak, Krzeslak, number 21. A 5'6" libero / defensive specialist that is a senior. No kills on 2 attempts with just 8 assists, 2 service aces, 4 service errors, 6 receiving errors, 71 digs, and that's it. And the last player to go ahead and mention is Aaliyah Goolsby, number 30. A 5'10" outside hitter that is a freshman. 253 kills, which is the most on the team on 634 attempts with 103 attacking errors. 7 assists, 4 service aces, 39 service errors, which is the most on the team. Ooh, that's a lot. 8 receiving errors, 121 digs, 29 blocks, 4 of those solo, and 8 blocking errors, which is the most on the team. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. Whatever you did wrong last game, you got to bring in this game. You got to be better on the road, and you got to start fast. And Baylor this year, whenever they have taken first sets, they have won every game except one, and that was the Kansas game. And yes, they have actually won a match without the first set. That was game number 1, though. But still, you got to start fast in the sets, and you got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively, defensively, not just from set to set, but during those sets. You got to stay resilient. I know there might be some questionable calls, but you got to be more mentally tougher team. Try to take the crowd out of the game as much as possible. You got to keep your calm and composure as well, in a road environment at that. You got to win long rallies at times, because that sometimes it does make the difference in a match or a set sometimes. And if you have a lead, protect it during the sets. If you're down, try to be resilient and come back from it. And sometimes your best defense comes from your serving, so serve tough. And obviously you don't want to have a foot fault, because that's a free point. And the same thing goes for rotation errors. You don't want to have that as well. as much as possible. And I know, and you got to bring your you don't want to have a lot of service errors either. Try to play a clean all-around game as much as possible. And you got to have your blocking step up and shut down the best players for them as much as possible. And might have to adjust your hands some on terms of the blocking. And try to dig every ball that you can. And obviously you don't want to have like net violations or illegal back row attacks or a double touch, anything like that. And then you got to win the jousting in the air. You don't want to go over the net either, because they will call that. But still, you get the whole point here. And try to get them out of the system offensively as much as possible, and try to force overpasses, and if you get overpasses, you got to take advantage of those. Same thing goes for like free balls as well. If there is a free ball, you got to take advantage of it. And on offense, you got to kind of have like ride with their best players as much as possible. Go with a hot hand, have some variety, because you don't want to be so predictable at times. Whether it's from the middle or the outside or even opposite, it doesn't really matter. Or even the setter trying to go for a kill. It doesn't really matter to me. Try to stay in the system as much as possible. And limit your attacking errors as much as possible in this type of game. And if you want to be a top 4 seed for the NCAA tournament, you gotta win games like this, and you gotta win road games in general. And this is obviously huge in terms of conference standings, first of all, and second, RPI wise, it would really help. And I know this team has been battle tested some on the road, but let's try to get a road win here. And I know Iowa State is not an easy place to play, but I do think this team is capable of winning on the road here. Though I'm not overlooking them by any stretch of the imagination at all. Because they did push Colorado, and there's even on the road. So you gotta stay mentally tough and mentally ready and try to make every play make plays to win at the very end of the day. And you gotta have your role players step up as well. And so anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers, goals, ultimate goals, 1,000 more. Some more money to this course. Like a video, comment video, really helps YouTube background. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does up as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well.